Hello and welcome back. Right, lights, let's get cracking. Oh, actually, just front lights. Right, we need to get this harvest underway. Our sugar cane is ready to harvest. Is painfully slow. Well, I'm hoping to goodness that what happened to me yesterday straight after the 1.2 update doesn't happen on this Let's Play, because it wouldn't save the game. So it's destroyed my save game, and I had to literally, I actually recorded it going wrong because I recognised that I'd never ever seen this behaviour before. Oh my life. Got all sorts of weird and wonderful things going on. Yeah, we need to switch the info things, those question marks. Thought my game had gone wrong on my Horbelleron because I didn't know what they were, but then I saw Mr. CDP explaining what all of the new features and things were, and he told, so I thought it's nothing to worry about. I thought my game had gone wrong, but yeah. So yes, on with our harvest. I think I'm beginning to understand all of the new things, all of the new sort of states and everything, so my shed and everything. Yes, we're a bit down on our money because we hired this beast, but you've got to sometimes do things. It's not always about money, is it? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Right, now let's switch the lights on. There we go. There's a whole to a side light. Wow, now that is what I call lights. Right. Now that this is further to go than our sugar beet. Take me longer, I'm just trying to... Yeah. Yeah, that's down. Now this time, let's try and do a better job than last time. Wasn't doing anything then. We should do a headland. Oh, actually, I think we'll just go up. No. Not sure what way to do this, if I'm honest. Never use this one, better use the tiny one. I think what I'm going to do, because this is definitely going to take some time, I'm literally going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Now then, that I've done sugar cane quite a lot. I've got a field up about as big as this. That isn't harvesting correctly. If I'd have done that with a small one, I would have got lots more than that. I couldn't see that it was damaging the crop, but it certainly wasn't harvesting how much was there. That's definitely wrong. I mean, I know I've dumped that there. That was my fault. I misjudged on that one. But there's no way that is the right amount for that size field, because I've done this lots and lots of times. So I know what obviously you sort of know what you're going to get from a field if you've done, especially if you've done this. I've done this for 3 years on the trot at Horbelleron, on a field roughly this size, and there's no way I should get that amount of. Let's go forward a touch. Is that not moving? No, it was up. I thought it was up. Why is that doing that? Pipe really? Yes. See if that actually throws the pipe away. It doesn't. No, it doesn't really do anything. See if that will go in. It should do. Still some left. Let's go and dump the rest on the floor then. Why is that? Oh, great. Because of how expensive this tool is, I am going to ring the store up and get them to collect it so that it doesn't cost me extra whilst I'm running across. Return, yes. Return, yes. Right. Okay. I now have a problem. I don't have a front loader, and I have an absolute load of that to pick up off the floor. Yeah, there's no way that should have gone any less than 100,000. Any less. I mean, that's actually way less than what my Horbelleron field is. But even if that's slightly smaller, there's no way that should have ever done. So I will not be using the big one again. Not on this. The other one looks like it's destroyed, but even that I would have done better with that than I ever would have done on that, and it would have cost me peanuts. In fact, I could have bought it for just double what we hired that one for. Something not right. If it wasn't something I did occasionally, like some crops, then I would say, yeah, I'm imagining things. But no, I've done this 3 times at Horbelleron at a very, very similar thing. Yeah. Oh, of course. I can't really tell. That's 66,000, and I dumped another 18,000. That's 66, 76, 84,000. Yeah. When you consider we can buy this in cheap as chips, and we just harvested that for an absolute fortune. Now, I wanted to use that harvester, but not if it's going to destroy half of the crops, or it's not going to accurately reap the harvest properly, because I know how much I should have got roughly. No way should that have been any less than 100 tons. It was fully fertilised, completely limed, and there's no way. That is, yeah, 33, 66 and 76, 84,000, 84 tons of that. That's not right. It should have been more. I tell you what we should do is a test. Next year we should do sugarcane on this exact field. I'm also going to do it on that one because we've got so much sugar beet. We've got 220 tons over in the silo in storage, so there's no way we need to do any more on that. Right, so anyway, without any further ado, let's have a bit of fun now. Right, so we're going to need to grab that off the floor at some point. Not sure what we should do. We should look out for a telehandler. We're not in a rush, but if it comes to lights off. Oh, I'm really disgusted with that. Really disgusted. Right. Contracts. Anything for today? Fertilising. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. Baling, no, I have not got masses of time to do that. Right, what is the prices for sugar beet? I want to do a test. And sugar. Now I think it takes an average, which means now is the perfect time to sell, because all of those are not that bad. They're not perfect, but they're all, if it took an average of all those four, the lowest would be 853, and that would still average up to something like 880. So this is just a test. There's absolutely nothing we can do. This is literally, there's no contracts, no nothing. So let's switch our to selling instead of storing, and we shall sleep from this moment on, because at this moment the prices are at that, and we shall see if I am right or if I'm wrong. So 56, let's write that down, 56,054. How can we do this though? We don't know how much is going to be stored. I know how we can do this. Right, sugar beets in there is 211,916 when I looked, and 163,077. If we take away, I'm going to write everything down. I'm not going to work it out now, because there's no way I can do that. I'm not that good, but I will. Now then, where are we? Yes, still middle of the year. Right, let's see what happens. Oh, I was forgetting it's December. Oh, I'd forgotten I got a loan as well. Right, how much is that then? 56, 66, 76, 86, 33,900. It will have sold. Oh, we need to. Yeah, that's what we need to do now. Then is write down what is in there now. Is 189,470. I'll do some sums after this, and I shall make a note. Yeah, actually, there's 20 tons ish gone off each one, which means that's 40 tons, which produces 20 tons of sugar, and there was 15. That's 35 tons have gone. 35 tons. What would we need to do to make? Let's have a look. Tools. Let's do it now. So it's 35 times 900. If we just take that as the average, would be 31,500. Our money was 56, 66, 76, 86. That's not far off, is it? I think we've hit the nail on the head. So then, what you need to do then is literally, at the point that you go to sleep, is make sure that the average of all your things is high. If you've got one at 500 or two at 500 and two at 1,000, your price is going to be quite low. It must take it from the second you go to sleep as an average, based upon what we've just done there. That actually works absolutely spot on. Right, let me just remind myself, what loan have we got left out? Oh wow, 45 grand. Right, well, let's have a look, because at the minute we need to spend. Let's have a look at my favourite time of the day. I need something. Wow, 900 Vario. What is that? Tippers Trailers. auger wagon. 50. Wow, it's a big one. I can't afford it. Nor do I need it. 10 metres. Now that is very good value. I know it's only 20 grand, but what I'm trying to say is, what have we got in our... just make sure that we haven't got in our garage something that I've forgotten that we've got. No, we haven't, have we? Do I? I've got sprayers and fertilisers, haven't I, really? You can't have everything. There may be a time I regret that decision, but right now, this very minute, I don't know. Head of trailers. If there was anything, I would... grass rollers and weeders. It's a 6 metre one. Haven't we got one of those? No, we've not got. We've got a weeder, but not a grass roller weeder. Let's have a look. That's just the weeder bit though, isn't it? This has got add-ons that do more, surely. In which case, and it plants, but so does ours. No. No, if there was anything I would be tempted, it truthfully would be the Vario, because we could eventually do with a bigger horsepower tractor. I just don't think it's the right time for that, if I'm honest. Right, let's have a look at what we've got in our 140. Let's change that for now to storing. Let's look at prices. They're all on the down. But at this precise moment in time, if it does work like that, it will only be 20 tonnes of sugar to be sold tonight. If that is the case, it will work the average out now, and that would be 20 times roughly 870. No, looking at that average, more like roughly 900. So that would be 900 times 20. Which would be 18,000. So if I'm correct, if I am, because there's nothing we can do in December. Let me just check that though. Now this is more important. Even if this is the most bestest contract in the world, at this precise moment, this is a test, a scientific test. So let's sleep again, but this time we want to wake up at 8 o'clock because it is dark at 7. Yeah. Better. Snowfall. Now let's have a look. Now that's not right. Oh, plonker. No, that's not right. Idiot. Right, we are now in January. Now there's nothing we can do till... I just want to prove this. It's 24 tonnes. Let's check the prices for, because without that being right, then there's absolutely no point whatsoever in doing this unless the price was... No, now it's on the drop. That's going to be an average of that, so no point in doing that now. We will do that next time the prices are a good all-around average, but we can do look at my favourite time of the day. Oh, now that's actually the expensive one, but I could actually get a... Can I get a front loader on that? I'd sooner have another tractor that you can put a front loader on. No, only front weight. I am tempted though still, if I'm honest. Really tempted for a second tractor. Even if it's a little tiddly. But we do also need one of those. We've already got a low loader. Let's have a look at the... There is a modded tractor now, isn't there? Oh, and I'm not talking about the Zeta. I saw it earlier. cheap, but it's not dear. Let's have a look. Ah, so it was the Deutz. I don't think that'll have a front loader though, will it? Attachers. Not bad for 160 horsepower. No. How much then? There is a reasonable front loader, isn't there? Really quite cheap. 30,000. I mean, it's only for yard work. It's not like I'm going to race around. That would at least, I don't know. I don't really want. I don't want to rush it. Is there any way we can do this? We need a bucket anyway, so it can't be. It literally can't be that. Even if it. Let's have a look to see if there's any contracts. Let's do something a bit fun. Okay, let's not. Right, so let's check. No, they're all cultivated. Okay. We need to. Prices are down to 800. Oh, they are on the up though. Okay. No, because 2 are really going low, so let's just sleep through till February. There's nothing we can do. Very average. I suppose it's still, because I would imagine we've actually got quite a lot in storage now. Even the price, yeah, it's at max. So if that's the case, we now need to go selling. So if we can still work this out. We haven't really got much choice in a way, so that's going to waste product. So if we say that's on average about 850. And we have in storage 35 plus it'll do 20. That's 35, 55 tons. Let's check the totals: 153 and 105. Okay. Well, let's look at what's on special. A baler. And can attach a front loader. Now then, that's more like it, and that is a decent tractor as well. We're not up to the point where that is absolutely a cracking deal, though. To be honest, that's typical. It's just a standard baler. Yeah, I'll pass. It is a good deal, but that I won't. That is a very, very good deal. We'll set up. Now, yeah, we'll keep those on. Oh, are we going to make that into... No, we've already got narrows, haven't we? We'll have this as our normal run around. Front loader attacher, yes. What engine have we got at present? 170 horsepower. That's more than enough. Right, license plate. Type 2. Let's check, yeah. Right, now we need to buy a front loader. Right, now we're going to sleep to see if I'm correct and see how much right shift said. just check. It's sowing time in March, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Thank goodness for that. Yeah. Right. Can't miss next month. That is a certainty. Right. So 8 o'clock. Let's see. That's not going to be far off, is it? At 88,000. Take away the 50 odd, left us 38. That's 42,000 we made overnight. Let's have a look at totals. Yeah, 20 tons. Let's storing again. And this time we cannot speed things up. I think we're literally, that's about right, truthfully. That is not far off. We have frost on the ground. So this month, that is where I'm going to leave it. It has been I think that was interesting. I know it was a bit of a funny thing to do, but truthfully, learning the economies, because obviously I've sold sugar on my Horbella and literally just have it on selling, and the price can be really terrible some months. And now, if we know how to do it, you would literally wait for your prices to be at a right time, at a good point. That doesn't mean to say that once giants know that we know how this works, that they won't change things and make it more random, but at this precise moment it does seem very much so. That's exactly how it works. Okay then, let's go. This is what I'm most interested in, and that is seeing how much repairs cost. 52%. Let's see how much. Because this is supposed to be one thing that has been affected and gone down since the upgrade. Yeah, I should say that's about half what it would have been before, if I'm honest. That to me seems about right. Yeah, I would say that is probably. Right, we now need a. Have we looked at these special offers today? We haven't, have we? That's good value. Oh my life. No. I mean, I might be wrong on that. I truly might. It may be me that was doing something wrong, but right this very minute I want to do a test on the same. Of course, it'll never come on special offer ever again after this point, but yeah, I'm not interested at this precise moment. The pickup, though. Now that is good value. Do we need a pickup at this moment? The Stego, that is good value. Again, it's all baling stuff again, isn't it? And at the minute, we're just sugar barons. Yeah, I think we'll pass. We do need a front loader though. We can't faff around with that. We need a bucket. So let's grab. That's the last thing we'll do. So we want front loaders. It's a quick. What horsepower are we? Of course, it's going to be the deal one, isn't it? Quick. Oh, I'm glad I chose the quicks. They're cheaper, aren't they? Right, quick. We'll stick to the black, actually, it'll go quite well. We should buy that for 10 grand. And we want from ladder tools. I bet there is a new bucket now, isn't there? I'm sure, but it might not be. I think it's. Oh, it is that one. Yeah, 2,000, 2 tons. The other one was very expensive. I remember looking at it thinking, yeah, 2.3 tons for 15,500. I do like the look of that Bale King, but again, it's not something we need at this precise moment, so we'll buy the one thing we do need, which is that. Design, front loader, exactly that, front loader, buy. Now we're going to need to put the big weight on the back of this. Let's just get this, yeah, in fact we will, we'll get this done. I would like that. Still got a reasonable amount. Good amount actually. Weight, which is, let's get this. One thing we'll do is we'll just finish off. Actually, I'm intrigued on knowing how much this 33.66 plus feathers on there, on how much we got. So as we've got an accurate amount for next year, so as we know what we've got to beat if we go for the 1 metre small harvester, even if we only lease it. Probably kick myself forever that I didn't then buy the big thing and take a loan out for it, but we shall see what we shall see. This sport has turned time down. I mean, the next place is we need to get our fields. Which one I should hire a cultivator. I know what I'd like to do, but I don't know that I've got the horsepower actually. Stick that on. Whoa, back. Yeah, it's a gap. City. Should certainly stop us from is that the right attacher for that? I'm not sure it is. So, yeah, it is. Okay. Let's get that on the front just for the time being. Yeah, it's all front heavy now. Right. Not for much longer. Let's get this lot into here. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. Yes. Oh, I do like that new air hose noise. It's impressive. Let's see how much we have got. Let's go in the middle somewhere. It's hard to see which was which. That's the habit of just literally dropping. It's nice to have a second tractor. Also, it's a very capable second tractor. Not as obviously as powerful as the case, but nevertheless, certainly not a. This one's got 190 horsepower thing, so certainly do it. Okay, let's get this sorted. Let's see how much we've got on the field, and how much we've got. It's past 80%. Does that pushing thing? Whoa! Forgotten how it's all that is. Come on, can I go backwards? answer this, isn't it? Seriously miss my milling machine. Would have made mincemeat of this. Why is that? Am I dragging on something? 5% off. Sorry about the certain amount of black and realism. It's difficult to actually get that to be exactly right over there. I suppose what we could do is go to the side. That's much easier to do. Make it realistic. Trying to run over the sugar. too much more now. Maybe another one and a bit. Now, it's hard to say sometimes. Sometimes the pile can look massive and it's just a few hundred litres when it gets down to the last little bit. I remember at Horbella when I did exactly the same thing with my taters. Only there was a lot more potatoes than there was sugar cane. I was at that for quite some time. There was one. Yeah, I don't think there's much left on that last scoop. I would have thought so. Get that last tiny bit up. Just take the risk dropping that. We shall see how much there is in there. Right, it's just that tiny wee little bit left now. It's just one patch. Yeah, it's just dust. I think that little tiny bit. Very lucky if it's still gentle. Yeah. The last little bit I always do find it, you like think it looks such a lot on the floor, but well actually it didn't. It did actually look not very much taller as well on the floor. Wasn't. Waste not one nut is what I say. Right, let's leave the Massey there. Let's go and grab the case from the store. Need to bring it back anyway. Let's grab the low loader. At least now we do have the option of loading ourselves. We will of course need an actual we've got the front loader, we'll need a few more attachments. Not sure, I know this is probably not going to go down very well. Oh wow, Reach is seriously low. I have used the proper bail on my Horbella and it actually gets in the way, and I'll tell you what I mean. I've used it ever such a lot. Repair. There's a repair. Repair. Excellent. Those running costs I can handle. Yes. Where was I? So, yes, we can now. Yeah, let me just show you what I'm waffling on about. If you look at the front loader tools. Well, actually, I was using a telehandler, so let me just use that so you know what I'm on about. If you look closely at the pallet fork and look closely at those sidebars on the back, it's adjustable. Pallet fork, so that means that the tines go in and out, and to get the perfect thing on a pallet they're actually quite small, they go quite a long way in, but that means that the back box, the back section actually sticks out and stops you from dropping the pallet. It's wider than the pallet, so to get it perfectly level you really need just tines without hardly any Let me just show you what I mean. Where is the traditional? I don't think it's on this page, is it? No, it's not. I think it's actually in. We'll go to front loader tools, but I don't think it is in there. The one that I'm actually after, I think it's in. Yeah, the bale spike. Now I bought that one when there was no other thing, and those little spikes that are lower down get in the way when you're lifting pallets. Yeah, the back sections, those two things, because that wanders around inside, it means they stick out wider than a pallet. Just show you what I mean. So does that. Yeah, actually that does as well, thinking about it. The sapphire fork. Here's that one, isn't it? Let me just go on. I might actually be talking a load of rubbish then, which is, yeah, does happen. Ah, no, it is that one, the self-made bale fork. The tines are at the very edge. Let's go for it. Shall we keep it black? Or shall we see how much that adds on? I'd like it to be quite red. Yeah, actually I like that. Right, we're not going to get that now, but if you just look at what I'm trying to say is... Oh, it's got a really nice narrow profile. That should go and lift pallets better than a proper pallet fork. It will go, well, it will as long as it fits in between the blocks on the thing. That'll be the true test. If it does, then I'm alright. If it doesn't, then I am definitely better with a pallet fork. But we still eventually will need a bale one anyway. It was not like it was ultra expensive. Right, let's take this over. This is for if we're going to start loading and selling manually. We might have a go at that. Are we on storing at the minute? Let's just check. So next time with our monster, yeah, that's true actually. I did say, didn't I? We're literally going to do sugar cane on both fields, which means we're going to have to lease the sugar cane. It's going to cost us a fortune in seeds. This is why I wanted this. Oh, let's move this over here. Yeah, I think, yeah, looking at the swing space, I think I still need to make the white of the field. Let's just quickly get that done now. Because I know what will happen. It happens so often when you do things like this. You underestimate, and then you damage your field, and then you kick yourself for not actually... Still painting, and I'm sure it's that one. Let's go. Yeah, it is the right colour. It's not like it's actually... Yeah, it's not really going to hurt us if we do take that. Leveled this, so that actually does make this. Let's square that off. Let's do some grass. doing this for a good reason, not because it means I can see the route better. I know it's almost like a hedge, but we've still got the other side. Just means we can actually see the route better as we travel down. I like the sound effects. Right, smashing. It's not perfect. In fact, yeah, we need to just get that there. Brilliant. There we go. I'm reasonably happy with that. That gives us a really good... Let's just go on small and let's just tidy that up. It really does look awful with that horrible... I like it if we can have the round tool. Looks a little bit better. Sound. There. That's not bad. Just a little tiny bit there. Again, it's because it's got grass underneath. Should have done that over there. It's better. It's not bad. I could have done the grass and that would have made it a lot better, but it's still not bad. I'm reasonably happy with that. Right, we're going to leave it there because it has been a long session. We've achieved quite a lot. We've done our field. Bought a second tractor. Still on a reasonable amount of money. I'm tempted to knock. Let's start taking a little bit of a loan off each day, even if it's just 10 grand, if we can. Let's repay 10. There we go. Still leaves us with a reasonable amount. So then, next time, let's have a look what we can. That's what I was going to say. Obviously, I've actually got in my garage the subsoiler. Oh, that's only worth two grand now. Gordon Bennett. I'll keep it for that. Yes, what I've got my eye on is a mod that has just come through, but I'm not sure we have the horses for it under the bonnet. This is in ploughs, I think. Yeah, that 320. I think that's for when it's the 9 meter. Yeah. Wow, on the dot we can do that on the dot with a 6 meter, and then we can pay for the upgrade of 2000 in time when we've got a 320. And this is heavy. I remember that this from of old. It is a fantastic. This is the one that can be front or back mounted, can't it? Yeah, it can. An excellent mod. So I think we'd go for the 6 meter for now. Should we do it now? Because it's just that we're going to get our fields done so much better. We could put the 4 meter. We did say we'd allow workers on our own fields. We could put the 4 meter on the new one, and that could cope with that. We could put the 6 meter on this one, but get both of them ploughed up for now. So let's do that. Let's buy it. Or should we lease it for now? Yes, we will. We'll see. Oh, hang on a minute. I just forgotten. Yeah. Oh wow, that's 18. The chisel plough. 26 for 5.1. Yeah, I think I'll definitely stick with going for the lizard 6 metre, 9 metre subsoiler. Why is it in the plough section? Because it's a ripper. Right, okay, and that is exactly where we're going to leave it. So we'll lease that for now. We're going to get these 2 fields ripped up and replanted, both with sugarcane. So actually thinking about it, let's get everything we need. Sugarcane technology. We're going to 2-row billet planter lease. We do, and we want to. Going to need an awful lot of sugarcane. I don't think there's a cheaper way to do it than this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have got some left from last year, so we'll have 5. That's 10,000, and we've got all of that left as spares. I would imagine for doing the 2 fields, that's not going to be far off. We may need to buy a couple more boxes, but for now that's good enough. So that is where we're going to leave it. That's whittling the money down somewhat. We have paid another. Yeah, we're not doing badly with those. They're leasing costs mainly. So anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I still think we're making fantastic progress. We've definitely got things in the offing. Got a reasonable amount of equipment now. Definitely far more than we had when we started. With a little old tractor and 1 sugar beet. Yeah, we've got fertilisers, fantastic sprayers, mulchers, even got a bale trailer and a subsoiler, big weights. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of. Anyway, I'm doing it again, I'm waffling. Without any further ado, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. I know what's happening because it happened on my Horbelleron. I hoped that this wouldn't happen. This is at this precise moment in time ripping my save game to pieces and destroying it, and I only know that because it did exactly the same on my Horbelleron last night, and I had to roll it back to the day before. It's saving, but it isn't saving. It's sitting there. There's errors when you save it. Can I enable a console? It's 11. No.